chemistry been so far with so many new faces and a new clubhouse?
Yeah, I think at least coming back over the winter, I think a lot of guys stayed, and that was like really good for everyone. Really came together. But overall, I think everyone's meshed super well. Early in the fall, it was a little tough. No one really knew each other. But like at least for me, like I've been able to find some really good friends with some transfers. Ross, Timmy, Curtis. Just the pitching staff itself has been really close. And then we've had some tough practices, which I think has brought everyone together a little more, doing some running. But at the end of the day, I think like we're as close as any team I've ever been on, if not closer. And I think that's attributed to like just the way our practices have been run, the winter, and then like obviously what Bloomy's preaching to us every day, which is we got to be tough.
And with 21 days until opening day, just how excited are you for that day to be inching?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I mean, especially waking up today, we got a game. I get to pitch today, so I mean that's what I've really been itching to do. Felt like a long winter, just with amount of bullpens I was throwing and all that, but I'm really excited to get back on the mound today and then face San Diego State February 17th. So yeah.
You mentioned those 4 starters. I mean, you guys are all going to come in competing for a spot. Even though you guys are competing, you guys are gelling quite well.
Yeah, we've actually been able to learn a lot from each other, and I think we've really made each other better. And at the end of the day, like we're all competing, we're all going against each other, but I mean, someone's going to have to go after somebody else. And I don't think there's going to be any hard feelings there. Like, we all know we just want to win. So, at the end of the day, that's what we're all going to do.
Are they asking like you're 95 yet?
6.
6?
If you trust the baseball cloud. No, but, yeah, I mean, that was just all winter. I was working at that, trying to get some velo back. So, I'm really excited to see what I can get up to this year. Yeah.
What kind of pitch mix are you going to be rocking?
4 to 5 pitch mix, like 4-seam, 2-seam. They're a little bit different. Curveball, slider, changeup. I've really been happy with the way the curveballs come around, so I'm hoping to use that more. I think it'll make my fastball better. And then if the velo plays up, everything will kind of take up off that. So I'm excited about that. I was kind of a one-pitch guy at San Francisco, throwing mostly fastballs, so being able to mix it up more is going to help a lot.
Transferring with Luke, I mean, he's looking to play a big role here in the middle of the field at ASU. What did you see from at USF, and what do you expect from here?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all I can say about him is he's the hardest worker I know. I mean, the guy's here more than anybody, any coach, any player. He's extremely dedicated. I live with him. He's barely home. He's always here. So, when you get a guy like that, he's going to produce. I've seen him produce the last 2 years. He's a special player. Whenever he, faces better talent, he tends to do better. So I think he's going to have a really good year and then go on to the next level after this. So, yeah.
Kind of going off of that, how is that adjustment from San Francisco? How's it been just having familiar faces?
Yeah, that was really nice, especially early on. As we kind of went through the fall, I made a lot of friends on the team. Just hanging out all the time and being together. But yeah, coming in with Luke was huge. I mean, there was a lot of guys that didn't know anyone, and I'm sure it was really tough on them. But we stick together a lot. We'd go out to dinner, watch shows together at night. Like we really stuck together. I think that was helpful for both of us. At USF we were really close. That's stayed the same here. So.
And how did your time on the Cape really help you?
Oh, that was huge. I learned a lot out there. I was able to play with some really good players. My pitching coach, Dennis Cook, he pitched in the big leagues for a really long time. And they just trusted me out there. They let me go. I had some long outings out there, which was really good for my confidence, and just to learn how my stuff plays against really good hitters. So, yeah, that was really really good for me, going out there and being able to pitch a lot. So, yeah.
So last year, this team kind of struggled from 1 to 9 with their pitching, and then getting 2 more games after that in the series.
Yeah.
You guys have brought in so much depth, including yourself. How do you expect this rotation to play this season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how it's going to play out. I think throughout the season, a lot's going to change, and just that's the ups and downs of the season. But it's really deep. We've got, I think we've got 5 or 6 guys that could start. So if someone's ever struggling, we know someone's going to pick them up. I think we're going to have a really good midweek starter, whoever that is going to be. And I think starters are going to be able to get deep into games. And then after the starter, I mean, we've got so much bullpen depth between, Lebmoff, Hansel, all those guys. It's really special. And then we've got the 2 lefties too. We got Ross and Timmy, who are going to eat up a lot of innings. It's nice to have that mix of the righties and lefties, especially when everyone's throwing pretty hard too.
I don't know if anyone's asked you this yet, but Brian Campos, everyone's talking glowing things about him. What's it like playing with him?
He's a really good leader. You need, as a catcher, you need to lead the pitching staff, and that's what he does. He's very calm, and he goes about his stuff the right way. He's kind of like Keishel. He's always here. He works super hard, and then you can obviously see it pay off in the game. I mean, hitting-wise, he gives professional ABs, which is huge. I mean, all the scouts love that. But just as a catcher, I mean, he can really stick it, which is huge for me. Especially because I like to throw down in the zone, and I know he's going to give me some strikes. He's going to steal a lot of strikes, which is good.
What do you think of one-pitch guy in San Francisco, and now you're potentially a 5-pitch guy in the ASU? What made that jump, and what made Willie and Sam make you so comfortable about 5 pitches?
So that was something that I kind of knew I needed to do, especially going into the summer, because I was getting some decent swing and miss with my fastball and being able to get weak contact, but in order to get through a lineup 2 or 3 times, I really got to mix it up. So I worked with my pitching coach in the Cape a lot, worked with the pitchers out there to learn, but since I've come here, I mean, the way that Peraza runs his bullpens is, we'll start one week throwing fastballs, the next week we're mixing in changeups, and that progression really helped me kind of be comfortable with each pitch before I moved on to the next. So that was a good way to do it.